Noah turned his piercing gaze toward Calm.
Who is the first?
Silence blanketed the room with a heavy grip. Nobody wanted to explain what happened with the Arxer. Not even Calm would offer pointed comments on that subject. We didn't need to give the humans any ideas. The captain seemed to notice our expressions darken, and the lines on his own face hardened.
Who is the first?
He repeated. What words could provide an adequate description of evil incarnate? My eyes swelled with water as memories resurfaced. My father captured alive on the warfront, shipped back piece by piece. The day the Arxer launched the gas attack against my daughter's school and left her brain dead. The slave pens, the irradiated worlds, the Venlil kept as cattle. I buried my head in my paws, trying to hide the tears. Showing such weakness in front of the humans was the worst thing I could do. This species, for all its refined words, was cut from the same cloth as our oppressors. If they saw the extent of our pain, it would be weaponized down the road. Noah's eyes widened, and my heart sank in my chest. The observant visitor had noticed my emotional lapse and seemed to be debating his next action. After a moment's thought, he shuffled closer to me. Every instinct screamed at me to back away, but my paws refused to budge. As the predator reached out with a meaty paw, I waited for him to strike me. My mind was braced for taunting, torture, or whatever else may come. Instead, he gently placed an appendage on my shoulder.
Whatever they did, we're not like that. We're not going to hurt you, okay?
Something seemed to snap in my soul, like a series of cracks spreading through a dam. Raw emotion poured through my psyche, and I broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. Noah pulled me closer to him, stroking my head in a soothing manner. His embrace was warm, soft, and delicate, yet I could feel the strength in his arms. There was a silent promise of safety in his grasp. He released me after a few seconds and wiped a tear off of my face. Cam's jaw looked like it was about to fall off. It was rare to see the general left speechless, but I understood why. Kindness was antithetical to the nature of a predator. He couldn't believe his eyes. For the first time since the humans appeared, I considered that they might be benevolent. They had to feel empathy to understand how to comfort someone, after all. A decision cemented itself in my mind. I couldn't allow innocent people to die, simply because of their appearance. The predators might be a threat, but we had judged them based on preconceived notions. I believe you, Noah, I sniffled. I'm sorry.
That's the first time you've said my name!
The human turned his head away, hiding a smile.
Either of our names.
I chuckled. Better late than never. Cam, rescind the planetary distress signal.
I can't do that, ma'am,
the advisor said. I wasn't asking your opinion. That was an order, I snapped. For Star's sake, I'll do it myself.
You don't understand. The Federation's already here. They're hailing us now.
A string of curses escaped my lips, and the humans tilted their heads in confusion. I tried to imagine how the poor saps felt. A few hours ago, they hadn't even known extraterrestrial life existed. Now they learned of a galactic community, one that hated them without provocation. They were taking the news in stride, but it had to be overwhelming. Unfortunately, I still had one more bombshell to drop on them. How terrifying would it be, as guests on another world, to have warships arrive hell-bent on killing you?
Wait, why's that bad?
Noah asked.
I thought the Federation are your friends.
I avoided his gaze. They came because we set off a distress signal. They're expecting a fight.
I see. Well, why don't we talk to them and explain that it was a misunderstanding? Once they know that we're peaceful?
No. I appreciate the thought, but the second they see your... I waved a paw in the general vicinity of my mouth and eyes. They won't listen to a word you say. They'll want you dead. Or worse, I added to myself.
Right.
The human muttered.
So...
I'm sorry about all this, really. I scratched my chin, trying to think. I'll try to drive them off. Just stay out of sight and let me do the talking. Okay? Noah nodded.
Got it.
I took a deep breath. Despite their repulsive appearance, the humans' actions exuded such a genuine kindness. They were strangely charming when you sensed the person beneath the monster. If anything happened to Noah and Sarah, the responsibility fell on my shoulders. To think minutes ago, I had been hoping for the Federation to swoop in and save us. Now, my only objective was to save the lives of two predators.